The night was quiet in Seoul. The streets outside buzzed faintly, but inside the small apartment, Yoongi sat on the couch, his laptop open yet untouched. His eyes were heavy, not from lack of sleep, but from the heaviness in his chest. He had always been careful with his heart. Yoongi was not the type to fall easily, but when he fell deeply. And this time, he had fallen for someone who didn't believe in love anymore. That someone was Yoonmin. First meeting, Yoongi. Namjoon had introduced one day. This is Yoonmin. He's joining us for a project. Yoongi had looked up, his dark eyes meeting Yoonmin's bright but guarded ones. Yoonmin smiled politely, bowing. Something about him caught Yoongi instantly, the warmth of his presence, even if his smile didn't fully reach his eyes. "Hi," Yoonmin said softly. Yoongi nodded, replying in his usual low tone, "Hey." From that moment, Yoongi found himself drawn toward him. Yoonmin was sunshine, but behind his laughter, Yoongi noticed walls, strong walls. Growing closer, over weeks, Yoongi and Yoonmin worked together. They shared late nights in the studio, sipping coffee, writing lyrics. Sometimes Yoonmin would laugh at Yoongi's dry jokes. Sometimes he would sit quietly, staring out of the window. One night, Yoongi gathered courage. "Yoonmin," Yoongi said, his voice calm, "do you want to grab dinner?" Yoonmin looked at him in surprise. "Dinner with you?" "Yeah, just food. You look tired." Yoonmin blinked, then smiled faintly. Okay, that dinner turned into many. Slowly, they grew closer. Yoongi started falling in love hard and fast. Yumis Confession. It was raining when Yoongi finally confessed. They were walking under one umbrella, shoulders brushing. Yoongi's heart was racing, but he knew he couldn't keep it in anymore. "Yoonmin," Yoongi said, I like you." Yoonmin stopped walking. Rain dripped down the umbrella's edge. His eyes widened. "You like me?" "Yes." Yoongi's voice was steady. "I like you a lot, Yoonmin, more than just friends." For a moment, Yoonmin's lips parted, but then he laughed a bitter laugh. "Yoongi, don't joke with me." "I'm not joking," Yoongi said firmly. But Yoonmin's face hardened. "Don't say that. You don't know what you're talking about." Yoonmin's reaction wasn't what Yoongi expected. Instead of happiness, there was fear. "Yoongi," Yoonmin said, voice sharp, "don't say you love me. People leave. They always leave. Love doesn't last." Yoongi frowned. "What are you saying?" Yoonmin's hands trembled. "I've been through this before. People say they love me, then they break me. I can't trust you. Don't play with me." Yumi's chest tightened. "I'm not playing, Yoonmin. I mean it." But Yoonmin shook his head, his words cutting deep. "You'll get tired of me too. Everyone does. Stop pretending, Yoongi. Stop making me hope for something that isn't real." Yoongi felt like someone had punched him. He swallowed hard, holding back his emotions. "Fine," Yoongi whispered. "If that's what you think." From that night, Yoongi stopped calling Yoonmin, stopped texting. He gave Yoonmin what he asked for: distance and silence. The silent treatment. Days passed, weeks. Yoongi still saw Yoonmin at work, but he kept his word short. He no longer stayed late with him in the studio. No more coffee, no more shared dinners. Yoonmin noticed. At first, he thought he should be relieved. This was what he wanted to push Yoongi away before getting hurt, but instead, his heart ached. When Yoongi looked through him, when Yoongi left first without saying goodbye, Yoonmin felt an emptiness he couldn't explain. "Why does it hurt?" Yoonmin whispered to himself one night. Why do I miss him? Realization. One evening, Yoonmin overheard Namjoon and Hoseok talking. Yumi's not himself lately, Hoseok said. Yeah, Namjoon sighed. He's been writing sad songs again. I think it's about Yoonmin froze, his chest tightening. Yoongi loves him so much, Hoseok continued softly. But I don't think Yoonmin believes him. Yoonmin's throat closed. He rushed out, his eyes stinging. That night, Yoonmin cried alone. He remembered Yumi's quiet confession, his steady eyes. Yoongi had never been the type to say empty words. Why didn't I trust him? Yoonmin whispered. Why did I hurt him? He realized then the problem wasn't Yoongi. It was his own fear, his own scars from the past. And in pushing Yoongi away, he had only hurt the one person who truly loved him.
Reaching out. The next day, Yoonmin gathered courage. He went to Yoongi's studio, heart pounding. The door was slightly open. Yoongi was inside, headphones on, typing lyrics. His expression was tired, his shoulders slouched.
Yoonmin stepped in quietly. Yoongi, Yoonmin said. Yoongi looked up, startled. His face showed no emotion, but his eyes carried unspoken pain. What do you want? Yoongi asked flatly. Yoonmin's heart squeezed at the cold tone. I came to say sorry. Yoongi raised an eyebrow. Sorry? Yes, Yoonmin's voice cracked. I hurt you. I didn't trust you. I said things I didn't mean, but Yoongi, I was scared. I've been hurt before. I thought you would leave too. Yoongi stayed silent, watching him. Tears slipped down Yoonmin's cheeks. But I was wrong. You were real. You were always real, and I love you, Yoongi. I was just too blind to see it. Yumi's lips parted slightly. For a long moment, he said nothing. Yoonmin's heart pounded painfully. Finally, Yoongi spoke. Yoonmin, Yoongi said quietly, do you mean it? Yes, Yoonmin whispered desperately. I love you. Please, forgive me, forgiveness. Yoongi sighed, closing his laptop. He stood up and walked slowly toward Yoonmin. When he reached him, he lifted a hand and gently wiped Yoonmin's tears. I'm not going to lie, Yoongi said softly. You hurt me, your words, they cut deep. Yoonmin's eyes filled with guilt. I know, I'm sorry. But Yoongi continued, his voice breaking slightly. I can't stay mad at you. Because I love you too much. Yoonmin's breath hitched. Yoongi pulled him into a hug, holding him tightly. Don't push me away again. Don't doubt me. I'm here, Yoonmin, always. Yoonmin clung to him, sobbing into his chest. I won't. I promise. I'll never doubt you again. Yoongi kissed the top of his head. Good. Happy ending. From that day, things changed. Yoongi and Yoonmin started fresh. Yoonmin opened his heart little by little, letting go of his fears. Yoongi was patient, never rushing him, always reminding him with actions more than words. When Yoonmin felt insecure, Yoongi held him close and whispered, I'm not leaving. When Yoongi worked late, Yoonmin brought him coffee and smiled. They healed together, slowly, beautifully. One evening, as the sun set, Yoongi and Yoonmin sat on the rooftop, shoulders touching. The city lights flickered below. Yoongi, Yoonmin said softly, HM. Thank you for not giving up on me. Yoongi turned his head, smiling faintly. I told you, I don't give up on people I love. Yoonmin's heart swelled. He leaned closer and kissed Yoongi gently. When they pulled back, Yoongi rested his forehead against Yoonmin's. Yoonmin, Yoongi said, yes. You're my forever. Hyunmin's eyes sparkled with tears, but this time they were happy ones. I'm yours, he whispered, always. And in that moment, under the fading sky, they both knew. Their love had survived the fear, the pain, and the silence. It was real. It was forever. The end.